Hey, we're going to take a walk around the neighborhood for this conversation, okay? So a few days ago, I was at a cultural market center here in Nashville with a male artist friend. We stopped in front of this painting that I just adore. I really wish I had a place to put it. And she just constantly just pulls me in every time I see her. She stands in a second position. If you are a dancer, you understand what I'm saying. Her feet are like grounded and her legs are open and evenly weighted. Her spine rises with confidence. She isn't collapsing in herself. She isn't performing for anyone. She simply is. And as I looked at the painting, I said to him, in response to him seeing like how I just was pulled into this painting, I said, I want to talk about this, but I don't want this conversation to turn into the strong black woman kind of deal, because I don't subscribe to strong black woman schema. So now, before anyone can misunderstand me, I'm not rejecting strength. I'm rejecting the expectation that strength means we don't need anyone. There's a difference. He agreed with everything I was saying, but then he paused and asked, can I take us back to that strong black woman thing? And I said, oh God, here we go. He said, because honestly, sometimes black men get confused. That's what we see. That's what we hear. I appreciated that question. I told him that's fair. And then I said something that I've been thinking about for a while and just kind of keep it to myself. There's some people that I might talk to about rarely. But I said, I think many of us is confused with performance and with embodiment. Performance says, I have to appear strong. Embodiment says, I know who I am. Performance is armor. Embodiment is an organization that happens within because of the experiences that you've had. When a woman is embodied, her confidence isn't something she's trying to convince you of. It's lived in her posture, her gestures, her decisions, her boundaries, and the way she participates in her own life. She knows she can depend on herself. And there's nothing wrong with that. We have to know, because that's how we know how we're going to add to the community that we're a part of, right? And because she knows she can depend on herself, she is also free to receive support. She can ask for help. She can receive love. She can give love. She can rest. She can be vulnerable without disappearing. That isn't weakness. That's embodiment. The strong black woman schema often tells us something very different. It teaches many women that asking for help is dangerous, that vulnerability is weakness, and that carrying everything alone is a proof of worth. That's what I refuse to buy into. The research tells us that this expectation can make it harder for black women to express emotional needs, seek support, and express care from others. That's why I don't embrace the label. Simple as that. Not because I reject strength, because strength is definitely needed, but I refuse the idea that strength requires isolation. So I offered to my friend one simple suggestion. Instead of assuming what you're seeing, just ask her. Say something like, this is what I'm noticing in you. Is that true for you? No more, no less. The question creates curiosity instead of assumption. It gives her space to be able to speak about what it is that she's seeing. It creates dialogue because we need each other. Something to think about.